we wanted to take some time to go over our new household goods cover sheet. A lot of new information is being shared, and we want to make sure we're understanding what's being shared and using that information to our benefit. The first section is our job types. We have 3 different job types: interstate, local and intrastate, and international. As well as job types, there will be pricing types. Interstate will list binding, which means it is a bound set weight, or a weight credit, meaning if the weight goes under, the customer will be given back money. Locals and intras will only be hourly or flat rated. This is helpful to note. If hourly, you're more inclined to do any additional tasks for your customer as you're being paid for your time as opposed to if it's a flat rate. Regardless of anything that's selected, after completing your initial walkthrough and you feel it is larger than the estimate, stop and call the office before starting the move. This step has been skipped too often. If it is eligible for a challenge, then we must do it at the beginning instead of during or at the end of the move. The next section is your salesperson and your coordinator, followed by the customer's information, name, address, and contact numbers. Note there is also a section for an additional address if there's an extra pickup or an extra delivery. Next section is all of the dates for the services quoted. Everything from the survey, to the pack, to the load, to the deliver, and the unpack. Now this section is to fully prepare you for what you're walking into. The home type will let you know if it's a house or apartment or a manufactured home. Carpet versus hardwood is useful knowledge, so you can bring the right amount of floor protection. A predominantly hardwood home will require more corrugated floor protection than a home that's mostly carpet. The driveway type is useful, so you know if you should think about taking plywood, or perhaps you should bring some more four-wheelers as opposed to two-wheelers. How many floors will tell you whether there is a walkout basement, and it's great for mentally preparing or noticing the challenges missed by operations. Let's say you see a piano in the basement on the cubes sheet, but you see there's no walkout basement. And let's say operations only has 1 helper with you that day. That raises concern. The section that says shuttle or SIT perm, mini storage, stair and long carries, and elevator, that's all information to prepare you for your day so you know what you're getting into. If it's SIT or perm, that means you're more than likely loading into vaults. External, internal stairs helps you determine the additional home protection you would need to take along with you. Wood versus carpeted stairs, that's going to flag if you need more carpet shield. Mini storage info, that's there to tell you if you're taking additional four-wheelers would be useful or any other equipment. This is all information to better prepare you for your day. Moving on to the packing section. Are we packing? If we are, is it a full pack? Is it a partial pack? If it's a partial pack, what are we supposed to take care of? That way, if we arrive and the estimate is off and we're asked to pack things that weren't on the estimate, you'll know to call the office and challenge. We have a section for bulky and special handling. Let's say there's a baby grand piano listed. Well, we know we should be bringing a piano board and a four-wheeler. We also have a third-party section, so you know what work's going to be handled by another party, i.e. crating. We also have a section for items requiring disassembly and reassembly so that you're aware if you need additional tools. And maybe bring another parts box. Penultimately, we have loaner wardrobes. This is where we can see how many were promised to the customer so that you can make sure you grab them and bring them back. And lastly, we have a section for any other additional information that the salesperson might feel is useful for you. Maybe the home is at the end of a cul-de-sac, so perhaps when you prep the truck, it might make more sense to load out of the back or instead of the side, or vice versa. All of this information is here to prepare you for your day and set you up for success. We don't have many internationals now, but this section is just for international moves. This tells us if PBO cartons are permitted. If not, then we have to pack or repack everything. It also tells us what type of containers we are loading into, as well as if we're meeting a truck on site to load. All useful information, so you are loading the appropriate items in your truck. Last section is just more info to prepare you for your day. This is where items a customer is concerned about is listed. If they list an antique hero cabinet, then you're going to load so using mirror or dish carton cardboard to protect the glass on the cabinet. Maybe take some extra shrink wrap. Perhaps it could be listed on here that in the past movers have damaged their family heirloom bedroom set. Then you'll know why they're watching you like a hawk. Or during the walkthrough, you say, well, be sure to take care of all of your items, especially your bedroom set. Instantly setting the customer at ease, making your day smoother, and maybe even helping the tip department. The level of preparedness is on a scale that goes 1 through 10. If you see a 5 listed, then you know you're walking into a home not really ready to move. You look at the top of the form and see it as an hourly local. Well, then you know you're paid for any time wasted while they continue to prepare as you're trying to move them. Young children or other service vendors? Well, that's there so you know if you're going to have to work around others and how to handle that with the customer. Closing dates. Maybe their closing is the same day as the move. Well, that might be an issue, and that could explain why you're starting later in the morning. All the remaining fields are just more information to fully mentally prepare you for anything you might run into. The more information you have, the less surprises you run into, and hopefully that'll help lower any stress or challenges that come up.